Oh, the beauty and the calmness of the early morning. It is so peaceful, I love it. Today I'm going to maintenance prune my apple trees. They are in their 4th year right now, and this will probably be, well, probably not the last video, but just one of the main videos that I'm just going to show you some of the little maintenance cuts that I'm going to make on my established apple trees at this point, because there's really nothing else really left to do. I'm very happy with the way they're growing. So let's just show you some examples of branches that I would like to take out. There's a lot of little froggies around. So one branch that I would like to cut is this one here. You can see it there. It goes up into the canopy and just congests it all up. I just don't want that. So that's an easy cut that I'm going to make. Leave a little bit of a stub there. Let's see, just like that. Like that. See how there's a little bit of a stub left? You don't want to prune it all the way to the branch, but that's pretty good. There's another great example right here. You can see that this branch here grows in towards the center here, and I just don't want that. That's just going to congest, cause problems. Don't want that. So that also has to go as well. A little bit of a stub, just like that. This apple tree is absolutely loaded with apple buds. None of them are flowering yet, of course, but there's a lot on there. And here's a good example of that. You can see I've got a fruit bud right here, and there's another one all the way at the top there. This guy. However, it's kind of starting to cross into this main branch here, and I don't really like that. So I can choose to take that top bud off and just leave that lower one here. And in fact, I think that's what I'll do. I don't want to remove them all, but at the same time, I want as little crossing branches as possible. So just like that. Prune that down. Up here, the only other thing I'm going to do to prevent crossing with this main side branch here is to cut this branch off to the left here that's crossing into it. That'll prevent the crossing there, and that'll be good for another year. It's always a bit of a toss-up on how much you want to prune, because you're going to inevitably remove some fruit buds as well. But I think I'm pretty happy with this. The only other thing I thought about doing is reducing the height a little bit, but there's fruit buds all on the top there too, and I don't think I would actually have that much trouble reaching it. So I might just let it go bonkers for 1 year and just remove the worst offenders and then leave the rest the way it is. There is one other branch that I'm a little bit concerned about, and that's this main branch here. It's kind of growing in towards the top, but it is one of the main branches for the canopy, so I'm a little hesitant on pruning it back, and the only reason why it's like this is just because it's up against the house. So I just don't know if there's much I can do about that. I might just leave it. It's gonna look a little wonky, but that's okay. There's usually 1 or 2 wonky branches on a fruit tree anyways. This right here is my other tree. Also quite large, loaded with fruit buds. Anywhere where you see like a thickening, like right here, that possibly, those are fruit buds. Generally they're very short like this. So there's a fruit bud. It's got a flower head right there. It's obviously not opened yet, but it's coming. And this one is loaded in them as well. As you can see, they're everywhere. And there isn't much that I would necessarily want to take out, but there might be a branch or two that I would like to remove. This branch right here is really a no-brainer. This one, it's growing right into that branch right beside it. We don't want that. So that's an easy removal. Just get in there, leave a little stub, and then snip. That's better. Another branch that's fairly obvious is this branch here. It's growing right into the branch beside it. So I'm just gonna remove that as well. Just like so. The flower buds are already opening up. That is really good to see. I'm not a big fan of these branches that go straight down like this. That doesn't look all that great to me. And it's also starting to cut into the path here a little bit. So I want to remove these lower branches and then cut this back a little bit. I think an easy way to do that is to simply prune it to this branch here, which would remove all those lower branches that I don't like, and prune it back enough to where it's not cutting into the path. So, I'll do that next. Just like that. There is one more thing. Like, there's a lot of branches here. The same thing with the other tree as well. I could remove some of these wonky branches or ones that don't come out straight, like say that one. I might do that just to kind of decongest it just a little bit. So I'll take that one out. That kind of frees up this branch a little bit more. Thinking about this one as well. It's just got so many buds on it, but it would free it up a little bit. So I'll just do that. I don't think that tree is going to produce all those apples anyways. So just like that. And then the rest of the branches I'm just going to leave, because I want all of these branches to shield the trunk, because south facing is that way. So I want the sun not to hit the main trunk too badly, and the foliage from these branches will help protect the tree that way. So that's really all I'm going to do. It's a very easy prune. To be honest, these apple trees are probably going to get pretty tall because I didn't reduce their height at all. But you could do that every year, you could do that every other year. It's whatever is comfortable to you, because at the end of the day, reducing the height of them is just a personal preference and whether you can reach the apples nicely, and I still can, so I'm not too worried about it. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Tot de volgende keer. Thank you for everyone that likes the video, comments on the video, is subscribed to the YouTube channel, and a double thank you if you also share the video around. I truly appreciate it, and that motivates me to keep making more videos.